$400 into 4 grand. You know I got to brag about it. I gave it out on Twitter. I know a lot of people tailed. So we had a big win yesterday and back to the drawing board today. Tons of player props on PrizePicks. We got a lot of NHL, NBA, even tennis today. A lot of value out there. And I say this all the time, but the only thing you're going to see me playing, because I'm trying to make you money, is 5 and 6 pick flexes. And there's not like an argument here. Some people will be like, oh, I feel like I win 2 pick flexes more. Obviously, you win 2 pick flexes more. You win 2-leg parlays more than you win 5-leg parlays, obviously. But it's about profit, right? And in terms of the odds for 5 and 6 pick flex, if you literally go through the math of the payouts, which I've done in various videos, you're getting about minus 119 odds for 5 and 6 pick flexes, whereas for power plays, 2 pick power plays, you're getting minus 137. You're getting ripped off. Stop playing 2 pick power plays, please, please, please. But anyways, let's go ahead and let's get into my first pick, which this play is from the Odds Jam screen. So I like this tool because it's a little more flexible than kind of the other tools on Odds Jam. And what it allows you to do is for a given market, right? So here we're looking at shots on goal, NHL, but you can look at any sport, whatever, millions of odds updating for you is, let's just close that out, is it allows you to see where PrizePicks, as well as any other sports book. We're going to talk about PrizePicks. This works for Underdog, Parlay Play, DraftKings, FanDuel, Bet365, whatever, right? It just shows you all books where they're setting the line and what their odds are. So we can see PrizePicks right here has Cousins line at 2. Underdog, PrizePicks is literally direct competitor. These platforms work in literally the exact same ways for the most part, not completely actually. But PrizePicks is at 2. Underdog's at 2.5. Look at every sports book. They all have Cousins' line at 2.5, and there's not a ton of juice, right? Pinnacle is giving you minus 103 on the over 2.5, minus 128 on the under 2.5. So sure, sports books kind of have the under 2.5 a little favored, right? So on PrizePicks, there are no odds, right? You go over to PrizePicks, you're going to notice there's no odds on this platform, right? Any 5-pick flex you create, right, it doesn't matter at all, you're going to notice it's the same payouts. If we switch this guy to an over, it's still a 10x payout. This number doesn't change. So basically on PrizePicks for a 5 flex, you're always getting minus 119 odds. So we're getting over 2 at minus 119. All the books are at 2.5. So if Cousins has exactly 2 shots on goal, which is very likely, right? In probably every NHL game, this guy has 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or maybe 5 shots on goal. So it's probably like 30% of his distribution of shots on goal. 30% of games, he's getting exactly 2 shots on goal. And you can see here, that's a huge benefit. That is how you find an edge as a sports bettor, right? There are dozens of data points telling us this line should be set at 2.5 without a ton of juice, right? Every other data point, you have dozens of real-time data points, dozens of sports books, all pricing Cousins, right? These sports books are billion-dollar companies. They've invested hundreds of millions of dollars in their ability to set lines, and they're all telling you the same thing. He should be at 2.5. PrizePicks is at 2. They're a market inefficiency, so you want to take the over. PrizePicks is too low. Take the over. Next play I'm on is from the Positive EV tool. So you can see Boldy, Nikas. I'm also on these NHL shot on goal props. I also have some NBA props we'll go through here in a sec. And this is just the Positive EV tool. So this is my favorite tool on OddsJam. It's probably what I spend maybe 80% of my time on. So basically the way it works is all I do is I put in, for the most part, max odds plus 190, and then I just select the sports books I use. Right? So, a lot of people would be like, oh, I thought you just bet on PrizePicks. It's like, no, absolutely not. I mean, there are more books means more betting opportunities. So if you do select all sports books, you're going to see there's 179 books on OddsJam. Currently, the top profit margin bet is on DraftKings, then Bet Any Sports, then PrizePicks, then FanDuel, then BetMGM, right? Because books set lines independently, I mean, we just saw, right? Dylan Cousins was an inefficiency on PrizePicks, but not Underdog. If you only have Underdog, there's no value on Cousins. Underdog is at 2.5 like every sports book. Underdog is at 2.5 shots on goal for Cousins, like every sports book. There's no value. PrizePicks is the one screwing up the market inefficiency, right? So long story short, more books means more profitable betting opportunities for you. So the next play I'm on is right here, 2.82% edge, right? So this percent column, you can sort by your profit margin, date, whatever. Typically, I just want to see the highest profit margin bets because I like money, right? And you can see with a 2.82% profit margin, we have Hayton under 2.5 shots on goal, right? Like literally, you just want to add the picks to your slip, or if you're betting on sports books, you just want to place these bets straight or in a parlay. The bet in bold that is highlighted in green: Hayton under 2.5, Martin Nikas over 2.5, Matt Boldy over 2.5, right? So why do we like this play? Why is this play a 2.82% profit margin? Well, look at all the sports books. Where are they setting the line? Hey, you can see right here, this isn't a sports book, right? Parlay play and underdog, they're not sports books. These are, kind of competitors to PrizePicks. So we want to look at the sports books. Sports books vary odds, right? Depending on if you select the over or the under. And they have more sophisticated pricing, right? They're sharper betting markets, more efficient betting markets. So you can see here, okay, Pinnacle, a very sharp offshore sports book, one of the sharpest bookmakers in the world. They're pricing this at -159. Resorts World -135. Bet Online, another very sharp sports book, -139. DraftKings -145. PointsBet -135. So we have tons of data points. Every sports book is telling us like, yo, this should be priced around -140, -145. We're getting -119 on PrizePicks. Clear value. Right? We're finding value. We're finding an edge. We're like a day trader hunting through the market. When I was a trader on Wall Street, all you do, hunt through the market, look for value. Right? You're like a savvy investor. It's not like I woke up today being like, yo, I want to bet on Barrett Hayton. I say, okay, what does the market have? Where's the value? Where are the edges? That's how you think as a sharp bettor. And a 2.82% profit margin, as we kind of start going through the slips, you have to remember that's a lot, right? So here's my first slip. Right? 2.82% a day. This game's today. This is why I love sports betting so much. People never get it. This return is for today. Right? We're earning a 2.82% ROI on our bets in a day. Right? That's 90% a month. Because a lot of people will look at my net profit on Pickett and they'll be like, wow, you made so much money, but you bet so much. It's like, I honestly didn't bet that much per day though. 3% a day means 90% a month. So if you're betting, let's say, $1,000 a day, you're earning a 3% ROI on your wagers. 3% ROI, you're betting $1,000 a day. That's 90% ROI you're going to have on your bankroll every month. 1,000 to 1,900. OddsJam isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. I'm not talking about turning 1,000 into $5 million like some of these scamster touts will tell you, right? But this is just rational, data-driven sports betting, finding plays with an edge, consistently building our bankroll. So here's the first pick I have: Gojo over 19, Hayton under 2.5 shots on goal, Nikas over 2.5, Boldy over 2.5, Cousins over 2, right? So 4 of these plays were from the EV tool. So then we have another one. This one's 400 to win 4K. Boom, right? So a lot of people ask me like, yo, why did you include this Hayton play twice? And it's like, well, if it's profitable in one slip and there's insane value to the rest of the market, it's profitable in 2 slips. If anything, I'm just diversifying. Right? Why would you put all your money in one stock, right? There's a reason people buy index funds, the S&P, and diversify. You don't want all your money in one bet. More bets, if you have an edge, more bets actually reduces your variance. So here's my third play. Barbanov over 1.5 shots on goal. A bunch of plays here. Here's my fourth play. Boom. Right? So you're going to see a lot of these. Cameron Johnson over 2.5 threes. Cameron Johnson over 17.5 points. This Gojo plays in basically every one, right? So you can take screenshots. I mean, it's 4 plays. 1, 2, 3, 4. This I gave out last night. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's make money.